$500,000 can look like a finish line when it is sitting on a screen. It is a big number. It took years to build, maybe decades. It can feel like proof that you did something right. But then retirement does something strange. It stops treating $500,000 like a trophy and starts turning it into groceries, property taxes, insurance, prescriptions, car repairs, electric bills, and income for every month you no longer get a paycheck. That is why the same $500,000 can feel rich in one house, comfortable in another, and frighteningly thin in a third. So the real question is not, is $500,000 enough? That question is too simple. The better question is, what kind of retirement does $500,000 have to support? Because $500,000 is not one retirement. It is 5 very different retirements depending on housing, social security, debt, spending, and surprises. The first thing that changes everything is housing. A retiree with a paid-off home and $500,000 is not in the same position as a retiree renting at $2,000 a month. And neither of them is in the same position as someone still carrying a mortgage, property taxes, insurance, utilities, and repairs. This is where many people misunderstand retirement numbers. They look only at the account balance. But retirement is not lived inside an account balance. It is lived inside monthly costs. A paid-off home can make $500,000 feel much stronger. If there is no mortgage, the money does not have to fight one of the biggest monthly expenses most families ever have. But a paid-off home is not a free home. Property taxes still come. Insurance still comes. Utilities still come. Roofs age. Furnaces break. Plumbing leaks. Appliances choose the worst possible week to quit, because apparently they have a calendar. So the question is not simply, do I own my home? The question is, what does the home still cost me every month and every year? If your home costs $800 a month to maintain, insure, heat, cool, and tax, that is one retirement. If it costs $2,000 a month, that is a different retirement. Same $500,000, very different pressure. The second thing that changes the meaning of $500,000 is Social Security. According to Social Security's 2026 Cost of Living Adjustment Fact Sheet, the estimated average retired worker benefit in January 2026 is about $2,071 per month. For an aged couple where both receive benefits, the estimate is about $3,208 per month. Those numbers matter because Social Security can turn $500,000 from the whole plan into the backup engine. If a retiree gets $2,000 a month from Social Security and needs $4,000 a month to live, the savings need to provide about $2,000 a month. That is $24,000 a year. If another retiree gets $3,200 a month as a couple and needs $4,500 a month to live, their savings may only need to fill a much smaller gap. That gap is everything. People argue about whether $500,000 is enough, as if retirement sends everyone the same bill. But they should be asking how much of the monthly life it has to cover. If Social Security covers most of the basics, $500,000 can be a cushion, a bridge, and a source of flexibility. If Social Security covers only half the basics, $500,000 has to work much harder. The third thing that changes everything is debt. $500,000 with no consumer debt is a very different number from $500,000 with car payments, credit cards, personal loans, medical debt, or a home equity loan. Debt turns savings into a waiting room. The money arrives, but it already has places to go. A $500 monthly payment is $6,000 a year. 2 payments like that become $12,000 a year. Over 10 years, that is $120,000 of retirement income already spoken for, before groceries, healthcare, insurance, or helping family. This is why some retirees with decent savings still feel broke. It is not always because the account is too small. It is because too many payments are standing in line every month. A retiree with $500,000 and almost no debt may feel calm. A retiree with the same $500,000 and $1,500 a month in payments may feel squeezed before the month even starts. The account balance is the same. The freedom is not. The fourth thing that matters is how much you pull from the money each year. This is where $500,000 becomes real. If you withdraw 4% per year, that is $20,000 a year. That is about $1,667 a month before taxes and before market changes. If you withdraw 3%, that is $15,000 a year, about $1,250 a month. If you withdraw 5%, that is $25,000 a year, about $2,083 a month. Those are simple numbers, but they make the point very clear. $500,000 sounds large as a lump sum, but retirement does not spend lump sums. Retirement spends monthly income. This is the moment many people feel the shift. $500,000 on a statement looks powerful. $1,600 a month feels more ordinary. Not useless, not small, but ordinary. And that is not meant to scare anyone. It is meant to make the number honest. $500,000 can be strong if it is filling a reasonable gap. It can be fragile if it is expected to replace a full paycheck, pay off debt, cover healthcare surprises, fund travel, help adult children, and rescue every home repair. Money can only do so many jobs at once. The fifth thing that changes the meaning of $500,000 is surprise costs. Retirement is not a straight line. The spreadsheet may look clean, but life does not care about the spreadsheet. A dental bill shows up. A roof needs repair. A spouse needs extra care. Insurance premiums rise. A car breaks down. A child calls with a problem. The market has a bad year. Property taxes jump. Groceries keep getting more expensive. This is where a retiree learns whether $500,000 is actually flexible. The dangerous plan is the one where every dollar already has a job. If every dollar is assigned to monthly living, then one surprise can force a bad decision. Selling investments at the wrong time, using a credit card, taking a loan, delaying a repair, cutting something important. The stronger plan keeps some margin. It does not treat the whole account like a paycheck machine. It leaves room for the kind of problems that happen in real life. Because a $10,000 repair is not the same in every household. In one home, it is painful but manageable. In another, it turns into debt. Same repair, different retirement. So what does $500,000 really mean today? It means you may be ahead of many people, but you are not finished thinking. It means you have a serious foundation, but not unlimited freedom. It means your housing costs matter more than your neighbor's opinion. It means social security matters more than people want to admit. It means debt can make a good account feel weak. It means spending rate can turn a large number into a small paycheck. And it means surprises need a place in the plan. Because retirement always brings something you did not schedule. The mistake is thinking $500,000 has one meaning. It does not. For one retiree, $500,000 means comfort because the house is paid off, debt is low, Social Security covers the basics, and spending is controlled. For another retiree, $500,000 means caution because rent is high, healthcare is expensive, and the account has to fill a large monthly gap. For a third retiree, $500,000 means stress because payments, family support, and lifestyle costs are pulling from it too quickly. Same number, different life. That is why the best retirement question is not, is $500,000 enough? The better question is, enough for what? Enough with a paid-off home? Maybe. Enough with high rent? Harder. Enough with strong Social Security? Much easier. Enough with debt? More fragile. Enough with careful spending? Stronger. Enough with no margin for surprises? Risky. $500,000 is not a magic number. It is a tool. And like any tool, it depends on what job you are asking it to do. So if you have around $500,000, the goal is not to panic. And it is not to relax blindly either, because both can lead to bad decisions. The goal is to understand the job your money has. How much income does it need to create? How much risk does it need to carry? How many bills does it need to support? How many surprises does it need to absorb? How much peace does it need to buy? Because in retirement, the number matters. But the pressure on the number matters more. A peaceful retirement is not always built by having the biggest account. It is built by giving your money a job it can actually handle. What do you think? Is $500,000 still enough for a comfortable retirement today, or does it depend completely on the situation?